Hey, what's up, YouTube? So, listen to pardon my language, the bullshit from the left over this signal chat that got out because somebody didn't double check names in the chat group, blah, blah, blah. You look at what the Democrats have done, what they did over the 4 years, allowing in, millions of illegal immigrants. Let's not forget Hillary Clinton when she took government cell phones and smashed them with hammers beyond recognition so that she could hide her nefarious bullshit. And let's not forget, the fact that she had a server in her house and all her emails were routed through an unsecure server as the Secretary of State. Let's think about that for a second. God only knows what was on that server, and she was able to hide and manipulate and all kinds of other, pardon my language, shit, and get away with it. And these cocksuckers today, this guy needs to resign, this one needs to resign. You know what my words are to them right there. To me, Democrats are the worst people on the planet. They're right there with communist Marxists. They're right there with Mao and Stalin and Adolf Hitler. That's these people. And we went after Biden's administration justly. We had cause to go after that criminal. Okay? And there was nothing released. Shit happens all the time. Things inadvertently, slip through this, slip through that, because we're so top heavy in government. It makes me sick. We have so many incompetent bastards in government. It makes me sick. And, then these bastards go around and burning down, Tesla dealerships and scratching cars and all kinds of shit, because this guy's uncovering the fact that the left, are robbing America blind daily and have been for decades, as well as some Republicans. So now, Elon is doing this country a favor, a service, because when you look at the service that was Elon has rendered. I mean, look what he's done for America. What other person has done more to try to help mankind? I don't see all these senators and congressmen doing shit. Other than they're enriching themselves. How do you get into office making $174,000 now $200,000 a year salary, and then within 4 years, 3 to 4 years, you're worth several $1 million, like AOC, for example. There's a doorknob if I ever saw one. What is she worth now? $29 million? How the fuck did she get $29 million? Fucking ask yourself that question. That's what pisses me off about these people. You and I got to work our ass off. And these people with insider trading and everything else going on in Congress are making millions of dollars off the backs of people that have to get up and go to work every day. And then house these damn illegal immigrants. I could drive through one part of town. You've got all these able-bodied, fit guys in their 20s and 30s ain't doing, pardon my language, again, excuse me for the cussing, but aren't doing shit but collecting checks, from the federal government, and their shoes and their cars and their cell phones, all government funded. You know what I mean? Welfare. They eat better than most Americans do. And then we have these Democrats today calling for the removal and impeachment and this and that, blah, blah, blah. They're the crookedest sons of bitches on the planet. It just sickens me. I think people should be outraged. Everybody should be ticked off, pissed off. Everybody should be cursing. There shouldn't be a happy American anywhere with the stuff that's going on. Outrage should be astronomical. But you don't see Republicans burning shit down and keying cars. Did we do that when Biden was in office? You know, how about the other traitor, Barack Hussein Obama, born in Kenya? Yeah, he was. He wasn't born in America. Guarantee you. So, and then his boyfriend Michael. You know, give me a break, guys. You know, you talk about deep state is true, and you know, the filth in the Democratic Party is absolutely disgusting. It just sickens me. And I happen to live in a very Democrat liberal county where I'm at. And these morons, they're so fucking, pardon my language, they're so fucking entitled, you know. But nobody says shit to me because I'm bigger than most of these little Karens and Darrens that walk around. And, you know, like when the virus was going wild and everybody's pushing a mask. Nobody said shit to me. You know, but if my poor wife went out, oh my gosh, you should have it on. You should have it on. Well, who do you think you are? What are you doing? You're trying to... But if I was with her, nobody said nothing. You know, that's how weak and feckless these people are. Frickin' sheep. I'm sorry, if you're a Democrat, you're a spineless bastard. That's how I feel about that. You know, you support abortion, you're a baby murdering, spineless bastard. You support some of the most nonsensical policies, you know, in the history of our country. You know, let's not forget, Democrats are the one that started the Ku Klux Klan, okay? They're the ones that burned and lynched people that weren't white. And they did the same thing to whites that tried to free the blacks. They later became the Republican Party. Let's not forget, it was a Republican that freed the slaves in the United States, that caused a huge war within our country. Thousands of people were killed to free other human beings, when the other party, the Democratic Party, wanted to continue to enslave them and beat them and rape them. There's so much that people forget in American history, you know, because it doesn't suit their narrative. And it just sickens me. The rest of you need to be upset too, not just at the voting ballot, or excuse me, at the voting box. You need to be that way every day. So 2026, we got, you know, elections again. So Democrats running, senators are up for election, mayors, school boards, all that stuff. If you consider yourself a Christian American, and you have to forgive my foul language, but I'm just very passionate about it. And I don't know how to get my point across, you know, without using some expletives, you know, to emphasize my anger and stress my point. You know, if I talked all prim, proper and polite, you know, it wouldn't seem as I don't want to say pungent, spicy. I wouldn't see him as angry, pissed off. Yeah. So I like to think I'm a pretty docile person, or not docile. I'm a pretty mellow dude, man. Till you rock my boat, till you cross that line, and you know, you see it and you hear it every day. You know, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this YouTube channel, was to, you know, one, vent. And then get it out there. So, because I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'd like to reach a bigger audience. There are some good YouTube channels out there, some good guys and gals, and they put a lot of time and energy into their channel, and a lot of editing and all this other stuff. You know, I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want to edit this and add that and make this look pretty and add this PowerPoint and, you know, and have a screen within a screen and blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm mostly about just having a conversation. So it's just, you know, it's me and you. I'm talking to you. So if you're watching me, I'm talking to you. I'm not trying to play to a big audience. And so I want to talk to the individual, not to a group of people. A group of knuckleheads. And, but I can't reach anybody else that feels as passionate about this as I do unless you guys like and subscribe. I mean, you don't always have to watch a video. I try to be as descriptive as I can, as to what I'm talking about. And if it doesn't float your boat, sweet. I mean, you don't have to watch it, but if you can just give me a like, because of what I'm trying to do. I mean, if you like what I'm trying to do, or you like some of the things I say, maybe not everything, but some of them, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I've answered some, when they come across, and or given a thumbs up or whatever. I'm not sure how many I've not answered, honestly. I don't keep count. But if I see it pops up, hey, so-and-so, blah, 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 left a comment, I'll check it out. But, man, you guys just need to get fired up. I mean, it's just like today's stuff just really, just really set me off today. And, I hope it sets you off as well. And that's why I'm doing these videos. I talk about a lot of things, weightlifting. Get people fired up about being over 40 and lifting weights. I'm over 50. 50 plus. And so I just bought some new equipment that came today. So I'm excited. I can't wait to get home and get it on. And I just love lifting weights. I love voting. I love being involved. And I like speaking my mind. Even at work, my boss is like, oh, you got to calm that down. You got to watch what you say. No, I'm not going to be one of those guys that's going to sit there and go, yeah, I'm going to play ball with everybody because I don't want to rock the boat. No, you have to speak up. There's a right way and a wrong way, right? To get your point across. And you got to look at your audience, So it's like law enforcement. You make a traffic stop, depending on the person that you're pulling over, their demeanor, their vernacular, how they address you, their body language is going to dictate how I'm going to handle that stop, right? It happens, everybody, does that. I know a lot of cops that were like that. So it's like, if you're honest, polite, proper, respectful, not every cop wants to write a ticket. Sometimes just a verbal warning is enough, especially if you don't have a record. I was never one to push. Oh, this guy, he's got no points. He's got nothing on his record. Let's keep it that way. Obviously, this guy understands. So you just give him a verbal warning. Give him a ticket, a citation, and let him know, hey, if I see this again, if you do it again, you and I have had this conversation. Next time I'm going to write you a ticket. So, have a nice day, and blah, 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 and off you go. Then that guy is like, man, thank God, I'm glad I didn't get that ticket. Tickets today are expensive. And so anyway, but again, it's just being involved. I wanted to do that because I wanted to be involved. I did executive protection and security because, man, it was a fun job. I wanted to be involved. I wanted to do something to protect people that were working hard, to make America better. And so I was looking out for these people. I mean, I got to go into some homes and see some things that it was just incredible. And you get to see a whole different way of life for some people, and it was pretty awesome. But I got to do some cool things that not everybody else got to do, and I loved it. It was great. And I have a good friend of mine, and we've just kind of lost touch because of the distance between us, but we were like brothers. We had so much fun. I mean, it was an absolute blast working with, because we looked alike. I was just a little taller. And but we had similar haircuts, and he had a mustache, I had a goatee, And yeah, we just had a blast together. You know, I just love that guy. And but anyway, you know, changed careers, moved on, and huge family, blah blah blah. So we don't talk much anymore. I don't hear from him much anymore. He's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing, and you know, usually by the time that you're able to calm down and settle down, it's late in the evening. It's like I don't want to get on the phone, you know, and have that pressed to my head. But anyway, so I digress. I'm kind of going off, but it's just like, you know, again, it's having a conversation. This, you know, again, doing this YouTube channel, it's just me and you having a conversation. And that's why I tend to kind of, you know, go here and there, you know, squirrel, you know. And I do that with everybody, you know, whether you're sitting in front of me or whatever, you know, a thought crosses my mind, or I'm talking about something and then, you know, my interest is sparked someplace else. I'll just rabbit right on over there for a minute. I do kind of wind right back around eventually. But anyway, so please get involved. I mean, what's going on today? Man, write your congressmen and senators. You know, I mean, I'm surrounded by Democrats, you know, and I speak my mind. I know they're not going to do shit with it. You know, if they make a note, it probably goes right in the trash. You know, but that's on them. And remember, when God puts you in a place of authority, you know, whether you're a senator, congressman, cop, judge, whatever, you're held to a different standard. Just like if you're a dad and you have kids, God's going to hold you to a different standard. You know, you're going to be judged, you know, for your wife and your children. God's going to judge you according to the deeds that you did while you're on this planet. You know, and we should all strive to do something good. I've been so blessed. I'm not kidding you. You know, guys, I've been so blessed. It's I'm just amazed. I'm not a billionaire, millionaire, none of that stuff. But man, I tell you what, I do have. A lot of people don't have. You know, and you know, there's a lot of people that are sleeping in ditches and abandoned buildings that don't have a wife, don't have kids. I didn't have much in the way of parents, but that's okay. I'm not one to cry about it, you know. Those things, it's the terrible things in life that build your character, that make you who you are, make you tough, you know. And if you had a spoon in your mouth every day, a silver spoon, you know, how tough would you be? You know, how strong would you be as a human being, as a person, resilient? So anyway, 18 minutes going on. So, you know, please like and subscribe. I know I talked about a lot of stuff here, but the most important thing, man, is just please get involved. You know, 26 is right around the corner. It's going to be election cycle again, you know, and we got to make sure that we can get more of the House and we can take over the Senate. I'm telling you, we can do some really great things if we could get more control. But it takes everybody, you know, all you good, gun-loving, Christian, God-loving, God-fearing, you know, family-oriented, you know, faithful people. And there's a lot of you, because I truly believe that we are the majority. But it's going to take you guys and women to secure it. You know, to secure this country. I mean, we're so close, but we're not there yet. So again, please like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free, man, and it helps me out a lot. You know, and you know, I can't thank the guys or the folks that have already subscribed to me. I really appreciate it. And if you could share me with a buddy, share me with a girlfriend, or your wife, or somebody. You know. I don't have that very many subscribers. I'd like to get more. I'd like to be into the thousands. And I'd love to be able to rake in the money where I could have a little studio in my house and then really put out some good quality content with, you know, with the I don't want to say evidence, but with some great artwork, I guess, you know. So a really nice thought out, you know, put together video. Love to be able to do that. But most of those guys that have the really good ones, you know, they have people working with them. They have a staff or what have you. You know, they've got folks helping them do all that stuff. And in some cases, they're just a mouthpiece. They're just talking. They have others that are putting the programs together, the YouTube channel together, because it is a moneymaker. And some guys are making a lot of money, you know, and they got staff to help them put things together. So that's kind of what I'd like to get to that point too someday. So, if you guys could help me out, I can't do it without you. So anything that you guys could do would be great. And the biggest one would be like and subscribe, and leave me a comment. So anyway, hey, thanks for tuning in. And it's a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day this morning. It's a beautiful day at 5:22, my time. And the sun's been out most of the day. It's just gorgeous. Temperature came up a little bit, nice enough where I can take my jacket off and just enjoy the weather. Like I said, it's a little cool, but it's not uncomfortable. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And if you like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that even more. Thanks. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys on the next video.